Hi there, we got a low-cost, affordable dual-SIM Android smartphone, Honor Bee. With Honor Bee, Honor, the e-brand of Huawei, now have a wide portfolio ranging from their flagship Honor 6 Plus to now a sub 5K handset Honor Bee for those looking at an affordable handset. In this video, we will look at the Bee and if it can be the phone you look for at this category. This is Lakshmarajan for Tech Raman and I am going to walk you through the Honor Bee, the latest offering from the Honor. The Honor Bee is a compact phone with a 4.5-inch display with a FWVGA 480x854 pixels resolution. For those who think 5-inch and above are too big for their comfort, this snuggles into the palm nicely. The resolution might look underpowered, but for the smaller display it doesn't look bad. The display output is soft and bit less lively, but there is no oversaturation of colors. If you are someone who likes the AMOLED display, you might find it a bit dull. It also has less contrast. Nevertheless, the display is good and even the viewing angles are fine. Daylight viewing is manageable too. Though I prefer bigger display, for all practical reasons, the 4.5-inch seems to be a natural fit for our palms. The Honor Bee has a generic design with rounded corners. The soft curves on the rear makes it very ergonomical to hold. On the right side, you find the volume rocker and power button in metal and gives a very good tactile feedback. The top hosts the 3.5mm audio jack and the micro USB port. The bottom features just a microphone. The rear has the Honor branding and in the upper center has the 8-megapixel rear camera. The Bee boasts of a dual LED flash. The speaker grill nests on the bottom center. Overall, the design is generic but pleasing. It fits well and the soft curves on the edges gives it a comfortable feel. Powering the Honor Bee is a Spectrum chipset, not the popular name around in the world, overshadowed by Qualcomm and MediaTek. A quad-core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz, mated to a Mali 402 GPU and 1 GB of RAM. How does it perform? We will see it in a while. There is a 8 GB of internal storage which can be expanded via micro SD card up to 32 GB. Out of the 8 GB, 5.33 GB is user available. Bee floats on Android KitKat 4.4.2 but is painted on top with EMUI 3. Emotion UI, Honor's own proprietary skin. The Emotion UI is optimized for the Bee's hardware and so few features that you have seen in other devices like Honor 4X 6 Plus are skipped here. The UI is pretty responsive. There is no app drawer and everything rests on the home screen and you can set up folders. The default lock screen comes with a magazine unlock, one of my favorite features of Emotion UI. Every time you turn on the screen, you are treated to a different lock screen background. It is refreshing and cuts the monotonous look on the screen. There is an opt-out if you don't like this feature. Swiping up from the bottom of the lock screen, you get shortcuts to calendar, calculator, torch and clock to launch directly from the lock screen. Pinching the home screen with 2 fingers takes you to the desktop settings. You can access the wallpapers, widgets, transition and layout options. There are many widgets to choose from. If you want a simpler home screen layout with larger icons and minimalistic clean layout, you can choose the simple home screen style. Especially if you want to give the phone to elders, this layout will be easier to use for them. There is One Touch Handy app to clean the memory and free it. There is a basic power saving feature built in that, when enabled, turn off the power hungry features like GPS, data connection, Wi-Fi, sync, etc. We can choose and select which one needs to be turned off automatically when you turn on this feature. Smart Assistant feature is limited to flip to mute. The other features we have seen in the other Honor devices are not found here. The default keyboard is the standard Android keyboard. You can go to settings, language and input and choose Touchpad X or Google Voice Typing. The Spectrum quad-core processor, 1 GB RAM and Mali 402 GPU is underwhelming for a graphic-intensive heavy games. But throw in lighter games like Subway Surfer, Candy Crush, you will enjoy it. You can play games like Real Racing 3, but graphics scaled down. Though it is playable, the Bee is best for lighter, simpler, casual games. Talking about the camera, on the rear we have the 8-megapixel rear camera with a dual LED flash, which is good at this price point that it comes with a dual LED flash. In the front, we have a 2-megapixel camera. Talking about the camera app, the camera is pretty basic but nicely done. It's simple and you have the photo and video and then you have a choice of filters to choose from. And let's see what are the modes available. We have a panorama mode, HDR, audio note and a watermark. Watermark is something nice. It can add a bit of personalized feel to the phone. The watermark is one of my favorite feature in the camera app that comes with the UI. So you can have something like today is Sunday that shows the day you are. You can even customize it, and then there are other options to choose from, like it shows the temperature or the location, the date, and you can also have something depending on your mood. You can have the I am here. You can mention the location, so or by default it picks the location and says I love Bangalore one day. You can customize it. So watermark is something very nice. If you can personalize your photo depending on the various options that is available, depending on time, location, weather, mode and food. There are choice of watermarks that you can choose from. However, there's a timer option. It's a smile shot options. You can volume button can be assigned for zoom or shutter. It's a decent camera app, and it's the photo. Even the camera is very snappy. The shutter speed is good, and yeah. So now let me show you a couple of random pictures. Our daylight, it takes a very good pictures, and the watermark can add charm to your photos. Low light might be a little bit disappointing, but at this price point we can't expect much from a camera. And definitely Honor Bee is a pretty decent camera at this price point. Performance in general is good for this price range, and for this category Honor Bee works really well. The call quality is good and the speaker decent enough. Browsing is fairly good too. The Honor Bee is a dual SIM phone, so you have 2 dual SIM slots, and then there is a expandable micro SD card slot that can fit up to 32 GB. A 1730 mAh battery is decent enough for a compact phone like this, and you can expect a decent battery life. To wrap it up, Honor Bee is an excellent phone at this price point. It has and delivers everything an user would expect at this price point. A good build quality, a good user interface, it's lag free, the hardware muscle is decent enough, a decent camera, and overall good performance as an all-rounder. For the price it comes at, I don't find any reasons to complain about with Honor Bee. A compact phone at compact price, that is Honor Bee for you.